Hey everyone, how's it going? Let me get that draft on the screen for you. There we go. We have made our way finally to the back end of the second day of our group stage event here for the Dota 2 Asia Championships. I'm KotLGuy, bringing you the English coverage over here on Beyond the Summit 2. And well, we got Navi taking on Hyper Glory Team, and this is going to be a nice little battle of, almost a rematch from the wild card run. Both these teams managed to finish in the top two and earn their spot in the current main stage. Let's see how they've been doing. Well, we did see Navi. They're back on the up and up. They go from 0 into 3, now up to 3-0. So they match up on par, 3-3. And for Hyper Glory Team, they are at 2-3. So they're actually not doing too bad, right in the mix. So we'll see how they continue to develop over the next coming days. But I'm not going to be going at this by myself. I got my good buddy here, RyuUboruZ. Are you ready, friend? I know that you're coming from Europe. What time is it there, man?
It's currently 5:20.
At
my
night?
Calculations are right. Yeah, yes.
Okay. It's almost it's 11:22 a.m. here. The sun is back up, shining in my face, my tired, old, ugly face now. As I
We didn't even
get
get
ready
to talk about that blizzard thing either. I want you to tell me about the blizzard that happened
Dude,
in
it
New York the other
was
day.
not as epic as people made it out to be, let me
Aw.
tell you. The media just were like, it's gonna be the craziest frickin' storm. You better find Noah and get on his ark. It's gonna be so bad. And then I look outside, I'm like, okay, well there's a couple of inches, but that's given I'm in Manhattan. But for our good buddy Fogged, who's out in Long Island, he got hit right in the face with snow, and he even couldn't make it to the third game. I think now was an excuse to step out from casting, but I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he actually did lose power.
He got bulldozed over.
Well, he has to cast, I think, tomorrow, so or whatever. He'll be back. He better be there. But
He can't blame the storm this time.
10 seconds
well, okay,
remaining.
so here we go. Navi Hyper Glory Team. Our draft,
5
it's well
seconds
underway here.
remaining.
So with the first set of bans, Navi removed the Wisp and the
Navi's turn to
Ember.
ban.
And for Hyper Glory Team, they're going to be getting rid of the Troll, the Axe, which is a smart move. Havos's Troll has been absolutely off the chain. And they also removed the Puck. For the first couple of picks, Navi pick up the Precious Jug, which is a smart choice
10
because
seconds
if they
remaining.
didn't nab it there, ZSMJ would have probably
Radiant
taken it
team
easily.
back.
He has been super proficient on the hero. Rubik, and now on the side of Hyper Glory Team, we got Vengeful Spirit, and look who it is, the Swag Fiend, back again. Not really successful in the hands of Newbie in our previous match, but let's see how good it's going to be here for Air.
10 seconds
Yeah, we got
remaining.
your VS, your lovely lady that you wanted. Maybe
She was
your new
ignored
lovely lady since
last match,
your
right?
Fedora girl's gone.
Navi's
Yeah,
turn to
completely
ban.
ignored the whole game. I could,
That's you know what that is? That's 7.4% chance of her being ignored, according to these fancy numbers. At least if we're basing it off day one. So, sorry, that's so rare.
10
Vengeful Spirit
seconds
completely ignored.
remaining.
Crazy stuff. Anyways, please go on, please.
no. You can have the
5
limelight. I was
seconds
just
remaining.
I'm amazed too sometimes when she's not picked up, just because of how versatile just the hero
Reserve
is.
time.
And well, we're seeing these other heroes. We've been seeing Puck getting banned out normally in the off lane, and Queen of Pain being another mid lane that could shut down Shadow Fiend maybe in the mid lane, and with that pure damage ulti.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you're a
could be really
big
good.
you're a big Shadow Fiend player, Ray, right? If you're
Yeah.
playing Shadow Fiend,
Radiant team
who's the
pick.
last person you want to see on the other side of that river?
In honesty, it'd probably be like OD, but from before. But from the new meta,
Mm-hmm.
probably it just depends. Early on, Queen of Pain sort of is the hardest,
Okay.
and then at level 6, probably Ember and Storm are probably the
10
most
seconds
annoying, just
remaining.
because you constantly need somebody behind you, else you're gonna be ganked.
5
But
seconds
at the same
remaining.
sense, you could just dip into the jungle and you could be really fine. So,
Reserve time.
Okay,
what?
that's
Now the
good.
Chen?
Okay.
Oh, we got
Chen.
also the Brood
Chen,
Mother was
Puppy
banned.
Chen, Puppy Chen.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I mean,
kidding. Did you
no,
see
he
what?
lied.
Were you watching when I
Aw,
said
he-
"owie"
I was
over and
like-
over again when we were doing Cloud9? That's when I know I hit my mental breakdown. We were casting Cloud9, and I kept calling Chen "owie." It was Big Daddy, but I guess
Oh,
apparently
that's why the chat was spamming AUI, and I kept saying AUI is on EG.
I know
AUI is on
I was the idiot. Like I so now it's Puppy Chen. It's Puppy Chen for Navi. No, but
All right.
it was a joke. I was making a joke about
I
myself.
know. No,
I'm
the chat doesn't understand jokes. You can't do that.
yeah.
You can't do that.
It's Aoi Chen. So, well, I mean, we saw the potential there when it was picked up, but the last
Navi's
game,
turn to
Banana.
pick.
I mean, level 5 at 25 minutes, something went
Yeah,
wrong
let's
real
hope that
quick.
doesn't repeat. I mean, they have the Rubik and the Juggernaut, so their level 1 is pretty good. You have a Shadow Fiend on the enemy team. It's not that great, so I don't think they can per se block the Navi's jungle this time around, what they did last time. And Banana didn't really. I saw him. I remember last game he went into
10
the enemy
seconds
jungle at the
remaining.
beginning, but he just went immediately back to his jungle for some
Yeah.
odd reason.
5
Maybe
seconds
wanting just to
remaining.
help the Shadow Fiend out the most, but in the end, that just he was level 5 at level 20 minutes in.
Reserve time.
I haven't seen that in a long time. So he's just his decision making maybe wasn't the best in that game, but everyone's entitled to have a bad game. But let's see what Navi want to pick up here.
Hmm.
We saw them. I seen them win a lot with the chin jug, just combo over the heel and then constant pressure. So maybe what other hero? They need a mid and probably an off lane because always Savos seems to play the jug.
I'm going to jump ahead real quick before it says nabbed up. Hyperglory team, I'm sure I would imagine their mouths are like salivating at maybe the opportunity to pick up an AA. It just seems to be
Oh
stand
yeah.
out to me. You have already off the bat aggressive level 1 with the chilling touch, so that allows you to safely go into your opponent's jungle so you can block out those stupid little Chen camps. And you have the benefit of removing all the heal that Chen wants to dish out. That in coordination, of course, with the ward from Jug. It just seems like AA would just be a beautiful fit for Hyperglory team. But Navi, well, do they typically get the Havos hero as the number 4? Oh, no, Havos, sorry, is Juggernaut. Dendi, they like to grab potentially right here. Templar Assassin
Radiant
Dendi.
team
We don't see it a whole lot, but it is Dire side, so it helps out with the Roche, small Roche advantage. And watch the denies here. If Dendi has his way, he will put in like record-setting denies on this Templar Assassin. He loves to hit the creeps.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend versus TA is about almost kind of even because Shadow Fiend can out harass the TA, just constantly click, 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 and then get you
10
down to
seconds
half HP.
remaining.
But TA can get a fast bottle, it depends on the rune controls, and then you'll
5
have Chen
seconds
maybe
remaining.
supporting with some creeps, and then you could always have the Chen Rubik ganks coming over because Jug can always be on his own.
Reserve
So
time.
Bristles might be having a hard time in this off lane, and I don't see why they wouldn't go AA, but if you think about it, now they only have really Bristleback for the TA refraction charges, so what else can they really get to deal with it? And this Chin army and this heals that are coming, so I think they kind of need AA, but I also think they kind of need a Jakiro too at the same time, but
Tidehunter.
they're just going to get their off lane.
Navi's
Okay.
turn to
Mid?
Core,
No, that's
core
mid.
Bristleback or a
No.
mid Tidehunter. Interesting. Very interesting. So big team impact there. Reasonable wave clearing with Anchor Smash. You can certainly farm down
10
any sort of
seconds
unnecessary
remaining.
creep wave. But I guess overall, just we'll have to
5
see what
seconds
the plan might
remaining.
be. Tidehunter versus TA mid. I still don't see that
Radiant
going very well
team
for a
battle.
Tidehunter. So this is going to be a bit intriguing. And,
Yeah, they could be doing. I guess I think they'd probably do Bristleback still safely and then tied off and then Shadow Fiend. They can do so much, but the worry for me is the Rubik now can steal
10
Ravage,
seconds remaining.
and he's just gonna be waiting in the back lines for that the whole time. Right
5
now,
seconds
HGT,
remaining.
their initiate hero is Tidehunter, but they also have initiate hero and the Bristleback just being innately
Reserve
tanking,
time.
just going on the front line. So I'm not worried about their lineup all too
Navi's
much yet,
turn
but
to
I'm
pick.
really worried about the TA refractions and the constant healing coming out. How are they going to deal from that?
They are also picking this Tidehunter into a Rubik. That's pretty funky. So you do allow Rubik to have one more delicious, precious spell to steal with that. And it's not always the hardest one. As long as he's hanging out on the sidelines, he'll happily take that away. And then things are going to quickly turn into a 180 flip
10
right before
seconds
your eyes.
remaining.
But Navi need to round out their solid early drafting here as they
5
need to
seconds
get something
remaining.
funnic. What do we got? Well, what's left? Batrider taken out. Centaur still a
time.
plausible option. He's already ran Legion Commander as well a couple of times here in the DAC. And Clinks has been something they've recently fallen back on. So, what do you think? Between any of those options, something popping out?
Clinks, Windrunner, uh, maybe even Vino offlane. I don't think so, but another hero.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, there's a Phoenix too.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Radiant
would have never
team
guessed that,
pick.
so it's not fair.
Does this change things?
Mm.
I'm getting
Are
a
they
weird
going dual lane aggressive?
dual lane mid with Warlock. MVP have done it before, and March, their Warlock player, he was saying he did it when he was depromoted. I can't think of unpromoted. That's probably the proper word. Unpromoted. Demoted. There it is. I couldn't think of it.
10 seconds
Unpromoted.
remaining.
When he was
Nah,
demoted
you're
from.
unmodded from chat.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
seconds
whatever.
remaining.
Fail fish, all that one you want. He was demoted from being a core role to a support role. He would
Reserve
still play
time.
Warlock, and he would play it in a dual mid lane. So, you never know. This is, or you do the core Warlock like we've seen. If he's able to throw together the Agnems and heaven forbid a refresher on top of that, you're in for a rude awakening. So,
I'm really worried about the slows coming out. It would be even more funny if like Dendy just went Rubik mid and then did Host on TA and then Fnac on Jug, just something like a huge throwback or something crazy.
10
Because
seconds
even a
remaining.
Rubik could technically shut down a Shadow Fiend in the lane with the Fade Bolt, but
5
it's
seconds
not
remaining.
possible. Don't get your hopes up, but well, there's another frontliner here that they kind of need. I'm kind of worried about the Warlock's AoE slow. They have nothing to stop it except Venge Swap, maybe Stun, and then Tide Ravage. So these heroes might not be moving in the team fights.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They're all big. They're melee. Oh man, and then you got the Warlock slow. The Fatal Bonds is going to be a sure as hell hit half the time. It feels like. This is interesting. Both teams have really been thinking outside the box for this one. I'm already seeing Funnick into the chair of a Warlock. Maybe they're going no, they have a jungler. I got to get this game underway. I'm already at my wit's end here, Ryu. This is game number 9, mind you, of a long overnight Dota casting
this is
process.
looking like a good one, man.
And yeah, this has already got my brain into scrambled eggs for sure.
5
So,
seconds
folks, here we
remaining.
go. It's going to be Navi taking on the Hyper Glory team, a rematch from the wild card, and I'm looking forward to it. I would say maybe possibly a slight favorite for Hyper Glory team, but Navi have also
Prepare for
looked
battle.
good. Whether they have their days where they're hot or days where they're cold, this is for sure the start to a very hot day. So, I mean, you can't ask also for anything better than the Dendy TA. I'm telling you, man, if he has his way, there's going to be a shit ton of denies.
Yeah, he even denies at like 20-minute mark. It's kind of crazy. Just to always keep the lane back, keep the lane equilibrium, making sure that the enemy mid never gets any CS. So it's always fun to watch. But I want to see how Air fares against him. We know that he can be famous. I think he's really good at Ember. He's really good at
Baru?
Brew.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what he's famous for. But how can he do with a Shadow Fiend here this game? And what item does he go? We've been talking about it the whole tournament. Does he go for the mech? Does he go for the Yules? Or does he go for the BKB?
Yeah, up until Moo grabbed it, it seemed like just kind of a Western pickup. But we'll see if Air's going to be toying with the idea. They have a fair amount of setup without even needing the Yules and the Ravage, so he can always kind of waltz in there and get a good ult off just on the back of that. So maybe Yules isn't going to be too necessary. And outside of him, he's probably going to be the only solid mech carrier. So I would just foresee maybe mech build.
I think Yules, just because you can dodge Jug ulti. TA, you can turn around and slow her or Yules her when she's chasing, and then Tide can maybe get the
Then you get F-Blade too.
mech.
Yeah. The F-Blade too. Beautiful. Against the Jug. They'll certainly need it. So here we go. No surprise. Hyper Glory team are trying to get themselves in the Navi jungle. They want to remove these precious creeps, and we'll see how good their level 1 may be. But you got to remember, they do have Havos Jug. They get one ward down. That's my camp. Now they want this one. Get the hell
30
back. We want
seconds
these
to
creeps. Where am I going to put it? Yeah, good luck finding that one. He hides it in the corner, and that is going to remove 2 at least, right? And, well, we saw what it did to Banana in the last game when he had a bit of a struggling start. We'll see if it's going to go any better here for Goblak. And he's doing the same thing. He's already out the other side. I'll go for your jungle. My creep.
Yeah, let's see if he does it right this time, where he doesn't. He's not going to rotate probably mid to
The
help
battle
Dindy, and if he
begins.
does, he'll still use the jungle. So that's 3 camps blocked for them, and it looks just like Funnick's just gonna be playing on the. They're kind of forced to go this aggressive dual lane just because they just got their jungle warded. So that's free farm for maybe the Tide. We'll see how the Fatal Bonds works against him. I kind of want to see how much harassment Funnick's able going to be putting on them. But I'm gonna go over Navi first, just because I can.
Do it, man.
So,
Do
alright,
it.
so we got Funnick playing on the because you wanna white. Alright, never mind. Funnick's playing on the Warlock. Vanscore's playing on the Rubik. We've got Puppy on the Chin.
Nice.
And we got Dendi playing the mid TA, and bottom lane, Havos doing the solo off lane. So Rubik actually, Havos playing the Jug, so doing the solo off lane.
Okay.
And actually Golbot playing Chen.
He doesn't have to really worry about too much after the magic missile. He could just simply Blade Fury himself out of there, but then he would have to wait a bit between the cooldowns, I suppose. But for now, he's feeling confident enough where he can even sneak in a few CS. And Pretty Hot's not going to be too happy about this. It looks like, for now, KotLGuy is going more Creepolibrium / stack duty for now. Actually, now he's on the way back in. Meanwhile, you can see Air really trying to impose his will. He is way up on the high ground towards the Navi side, as they are both very focused on the CS at hand here. And you can see Dendi already 4 denies. Shadow Fiend at 2 and 2. I think this is just going to be the beginning. But oh, he eats a big burst of damage right there with the connection on that raise. Got to be careful of those.
Yeah, Dendi's playing kind of far back, and there's the first smoke gank of the game. See if anything comes out of it. If they want to go for the Shadow Fiend mid, or he's 200 gold off his bottle, so this would be perfect time to kill him.
Classic Puppy Chen in action here. The tomato up and at the ready. Vanscore, God, get back here. Oh, he gets the telekinesis, pulls it back, and it's not going to connect. But Air still eating a lot of damage. He's really low. Oh, well, they pull back, and they will be unsuccessful in their first gank.
Yeah, at least he has to go back to base now. That's maybe the one good thing. Dendi gets the rune out of it, and it's a haste rune, so he can make a lot of solo plays on him possibly. Oh, he actually used the haste rune automatically.
An article of faith.
So he might not have that to kill this Shadow Fiend, but SF now is a little bit slowed down in the jungle, and let's see Havos causing havoc. Already level 4 in the offlane by himself, and Chen's coming over now. So
Dendi adding the bitter harassment mid lane with that haste, and Havos is looking for someone to slice down, but there's not really an easy target at the moment. Even KotLGuy would be a bit tricky with that shield and potential self-sacrifice, but KotLGuy's getting in on the bottom lane action, so he is not looking to go anywhere back towards his jungle. And now they advance on forward. Telekinesis is going to be there, but there's the immediate shield. It's not going to be enough. It's really low level, and the spin comes through. Your first blood belongs to Havos, but he eats so much tower damage that he will fall on the return. He hands over a bit of XP to Pretty Hot on that one, but they do benefit from that bit of a first blood bonus.
yeah, KotLGuy being only level 1 there really hurt them. He could have saved his ally and possibly denied himself, but unfortunately he didn't have it, so they get first blood on Navi's side. But with most going down, him being level 4, that's a lot of experience going over, so I'm okay with that trade-off.
Very close. Navi just had to go a little bit too deep for that one. Now KotLGuy already looking to scout out the nearby 4-minute rune. Let's touch base with Funnick, who's got top CS right now going against this Tide. He is 21 and 12. KotLGuy, whoa, 1 minute he's checking out the rune, the next minute he is, well, he has his ass beat, and he has to pull away, so he gets zoned back. He has a Wild Wing to at least kind of scout things out for now. Somehow has drawn aggro from a catapult, so I guess he'll take care of that. But going back to top lane, Funnick, top CS, man, 23 and 12 denies on top of that. This is a clinic being put on Icy here. Very low wounded, has nothing to heal with. There he's going to get the handoff from the salve, but he is struggling against this Warlock matchup.
Ours.
Yeah, it's just not looking good for Tide. He even going back, he brought out the salve to him and just like, okay.
KotLGuy's in trouble, sorry. He's got
He's going
Pretty
slow.
Hot on his back, and it's just quick work. He was caught already with low life, the stun, the wave follow through, and Pretty Hot just kind of right-clicks him down, and this Vengeful Spirit's going to be able to put together some nice quick levels. Meanwhile, it looks like KotLGuy is going to do the self-suicide, maybe for efficiency. It looks like he had no gold.
Yeah, he was almost dead. No,
Yeah.
he was almost dead, so he just immediately suicide.
Okay, well, he gets the free express trip back to the fountain, and with that, he does have the TP. We'll see if he makes his return to bottom. So that's 2 big lanes happening right now for Navi, though, if you count mid as well. Dendi with 20 and 13 denies. Shadow Fiend pulling together 16 and 5, but you know, it is Radiant Shadow Fiend. He'll just go and kind of work with these stacks.
Yeah, this is already triple stacked right here. And here goes 1 raid, 2 raids. And I guess he's just going to save the next one for now. But he's just going to basically catch up to Dindy at this point with CS.
Another brief pause here. Navi, something's up. But, alright, so as it goes, Havos, who had picked up the early first blood, is back on bottom. He's got about 700 gold, so nice little head start for him. And I got to tell you, he is probably one of the happiest players you can ask for as far as how the meta has developed in this recent patch. You're talking about very aggressive fighting heroes. Troll, Juggernaut. These are heroes that I think just fits his playstyle so well. So we're seeing a lot of the potential there. You can make dives and get away with it with some of these heroes. I mean, you saw that Troll clip, right, when he took on 4 people? It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. Havos is just getting too much out of this off lane by himself, but they did some nice rotations. And then Chin this game, he might be 3 here at 5.5 minutes, but Goldblack's gonna do his job, trying to get some stacks going now that the wards are gone, and try to get back in this game. He's able to get 2 creeps now. He's been working with a troll creep, and well, I don't see any other creeps on the board, so we need to change a PC, so we might be here for a while.
Oh,
we're
really?
We're about to get
okay.
hit by a blizzard.
I'm pretty good with filler. It's all right. You know what we can do? I'm gonna go ahead and open up my lore book here. All right, for all you lore fans. All right, like a little bit more to know besides just the heroes and how their skills work. More about the story of Dota and where everything came from. For example, we'll dedicate this one to the puppy Chen. Chen comes from the desert where he persuaded dragons to melt sand into glass tubes that collected sparse rainwater. I'm not making this crap up. This is actually from the official Dota lore. You believe that?
Oh, I didn't even understand any of the words you just said.
Okay, how about you pick a hero and I'll tell you something about him. If they have it. Huh?
Pit Lord.
Pit Lord? I don't know if they have Pit Lord. I think they only picked out the heroes that are in the game, you dork. I'll see, though. I'll see. Maybe they have something with them.
No,
Wait, what's this? Nope. Yeah, no, they don't have it. Sorry, pick another.
It's like picking M&M from my candy bag. Oh, I want the white one.
So many choices, I can't pick any.
But I'll choose my favorite hero, Pudge.
Pudge. Okay, let me see what they got here for Pudge. Don't worry, people, you're not missing anything. We're waiting. They have to apparently change out a computer. And I wonder who their sponsor was. So we'll go ahead and search. There might not actually be anything on Pudge here. Wow, such a lore Bible, I guess. They don't have a passage on Pudge here? Apparently not. So pick another.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I can pick one. I can pick one. All right, let me see here.
Wait, you just stole my thunder.
Here, I'll do this one because we actually have a Shadow Fiend in the game here. Doom and Shadow Fiend once teamed up to beat the shit out of Shadow Demon. That's per quote. This was once posted up online, and I had to instantly nab it up.
It's so bad.
I know. Some of these are pretty good. Clinks and Shadow Shaman hail from the same region, apparently. Like, there's that whole thing with the...
Shadow Shaman's, like, alive, though, and he's, like, Jamaican.
Well, maybe when Clinks was alive, he was from the same region. The point still applies.
Okay.
Whether they don't have to be alive at the same time.
I'm getting
Luna's
PC.
mount is called Nova. I mean, that's pretty basic. So this goes to show that it is true stuff. Let's see. I don't think I have any other like good spicy ones here I want to read out. Chikiro is a freak. Oh, that's a terrible one. Darkseer was an army general. All right. Well, I guess that's enough. So apparently Darkseer is an army general. Oh, I have to reconnect.
Me too.
Oh goodness. I hope the computer that they changed out wasn't the actually server computer.
Yeah, the server. I was gonna say that they changed out the server. Well, that's very awkward right now.
Well, whatever. We'll make our way back in and just hope to God. We have come so close. This is game number 9, mind you. Okay, I'm back in, but obviously we are still paused. But I don't know how long it takes to change out a computer. I mean, it takes them so long as it is, apparently, to get their things configured and put their butts in the chairs. I can't imagine how long it's going to take them to actually pull the computer out and put a new one in there. It's making me mad just thinking about it.
Lunch break for 4 hours?
They're like, oh, I got to change the computer. First things first, I got to go use the bathroom. And then I got to go stretch. And I got to find my tools. I need tools to replace this computer, and then I have to go find the computer, buy it, build it. You got to build it.
I was going to say build it, too.
I have to get Dota, install it on there.
Yeah,
Oh, Steam has an update.
Steam.
Oh, Dota update. I got to get the hats.
Yeah.
I got to get the HUD. Yeah, it's going to be a long night / early morning. Well, I guess we could talk about the actual event, right? I'm sure you're enjoying it. Any standout matches that you got to tell the viewers they must go see? Or
Yes,
do you
go watch the one where I think it was Ray versus MVP, and then watch the Night Stalker and the Bat Rider and the Cliff at like.
Oh my God, that was so funny. You're right. That was too. He took the Bat Rider, put him on the cliff twice.
Spoiler. Oh my.
Oh, come on. Just do yourself the favor and go check out Rave vs. MVP Phoenix. All right, finally we're back and underway. I'm actually, nope. I jinxed that one. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. It's always Navi, dude. Every time I cast Navi, there's like hiccups and pauses. Okay. Let's hold our breath that this hiccup is going to pass.
You know, Navi and you, they don't mix, man. There's just, what's happening with you? You just need to hug all the players.
I do hug the players. I say hi. I'm very nice to them.
You gotta get your own witch doctor. Your own voodoo.
Where did we leave off? 6 minutes in, it's 2-2. Funnick is being a beast right now with this Warlock, which was a peculiar pickup, but hey, there's a courier, and flies over the head of Icy, but Funnick continues to dominate this lane. Here comes Vanscore looking to cut him off. The net's going to be there. Icy's in trouble. Oh my God! Big rock from the sky! And with that, they're going to be able to segue right towards that Tier 1 tower. Beautifully executed from Navi here in the top lane.
Well, I get to connect into the game as everything's gone. So, that was a nice fight. Yep. That's all I gotta say, guys. I didn't see squat.
I'm hearing murmurs that there's problems with the stuff in Dota TV. I wouldn't be surprised. As you saw, my game had crashed and I had to reconnect, so I'm sure that caused some sort of crazy issues that I can't resolve. So you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Shades are going to be on. So Pretty Hot will step back as he sees the aggression coming his way. They are making full use of that golem. And it looks like they might be able to just secure this Tier 1 tower. Or using the glyph. This is looking like a nice little early boost here for Navi.
Radiant's top tower
That's
has
the Midas
fallen.
on top of it. 800 gold on Funnick, making his way, getting them levels, getting the gold. And Ag's Refresher. How do they deal with an Ag's Refresher on Warlock this game? Oh, that's gonna be really scary. They really only have just the Bristleback to tank it and Abaddon maybe to help. Some swaps here and there, but I'm actually kind of wondering if this is like one of the MVP days where Warlock's just gonna carry them.
Very well could be. He's off to a really good start. 48-16, top of the net worth. He's got a Midas. He's already got 1K gold. This is the dream right now. I'm sure even March is out there watching somewhere, and he is just giggling. So Dendi is going to be able to secure the 8-minute rune there at the top bottom. Oh, Havos gets the dream rune. Haste, he instantly spins on in, and Pretty Hot is going to be chopped on down. Air, he's got the raises. Is he going to get the space? Oh, no, he will not. He walks himself away and right into an Omni Slash. Havos will get the last little hit. Nope, here comes the SMJ. Oh, no. Looks like Havos is not going to walk away alive, but he does get a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, it was clobbering time, and he just got clobbered by the SMJ. That was just, well, he needs to get his Vanguard ASAP. He's got 1,000 gold now. Probably get his Vitality here soon, and he just needs to tank up, and they need to group up. Really nice haste rune getting there. He dispelled it with the spin, but it was enough. Oh, Dendi, knowing that this stack's going on.
My stack, my ward, my trap. Wow. He instantly just took control of the area, yeah. So
well, I'm surprised he didn't put a trap down in the pit, the ancients again. He might do it now. No. No.
Nope. Sorry, Ryu. Not good.
Not good enough.
Not
Not
good
good
enough.
enough for Dindy.
Indy will lose that trap. And now he recognizes there is a sentry ward on the other side, so he still holds firm in his lane. 38-26, now most denies. That's just what he does. And now Air comes on forward, instantly blazes down a couple of sweet creep kills, and he'll go back and resume farm. So we question what his Shadow Fiend build could be this game. Power Treads, Wraithband, Bottle. We'll have to see where he decides to take it from here. And meanwhile, on the other side, ZSMJ gets that kill onto Havost. And outside of that, he's got his Power Treads, Orb of Venom early on. I expect him to just kind of build up and be a bit more tanky. Might even just go with the good old Vanguard to lead things in.
Yeah, it's good this game that Goldblack's been given space just to come back. He's almost level 6 here. You'll have the old rock. No, Sonic. He just thinking about the Abaddon. Oh, bottom. Dindy.
Oh, Dendy. No. Trading blows briefly, it looks like, with Pretty Hot in Air. But he will just kind of walk on out. Phonic does have that chaotic offering ready. And would love to be able to get a pick and maybe turn it into another tower here. For now, he'll just kind of farm out the top. Icy is nearby, does have his own Ravage ultimate ready to go. But we'll see which team wants to utilize what ultimate first. And for bottom lane, Omni Slash back up. Vost toys with the idea, but CSMJ still remains in control down here. He's second in net worth right now. Very, very quiet.
Yeah. And the problem is, Savos is still getting space. He's 3 and 2, but he's just been absolutely monster on this off lane right now. Just getting enough. Like you can't stop him either because they just had an Abaddon. How do you stop him from just pulling if you have that hero that can't even zone out? So.
Here comes Vanscore. Rotates down, gets the telekinesis. Havost thought about maybe jumping in for an Omni Slash, but the timing with the creeps plus the rotation coming in from Air says nope, and walks on away. So Air comes down, and he will farm some camps on the way out. And now it's just going to be a small victory for Navi. It's more timid play.
Shadow Fiend. Next Shadow Fiend. Get hyped. No Yules, I'm sad. Kind of want to see it this game just because the enemy heroes, but they know that they're going to be, Navi's just going to be running at them, and they need a lot more sustainability in these team fights, and they need it ASAP.
Yeah, especially if you want to survive after an onslaught, something like a chaotic offering or the Omni Slash, if you can get that little bit extra burst after. Oh, ZSMJ walks right to Goblak, and Goblak is going to go on a bit of a tear with those creeps. ZSMJ, though, will take one of them down on the way out. And, well, no one else nearby to really help out in bringing down that pesky bristleback. So, with that, Navi throw down a couple of wards, and it looks like Kavos is going to get started on the Roche pit.
The ward, there was a sentry there, and the ward just got placed, and it just got instantly dewarded. And he put down another ward. Vanscore is dead.
Okay, so
sentries?
They'll lose another, but I guess in the meantime they'll give them that bit of vision to see if anyone's coming. Like right over here, they can see Revenge dancing about, but there's just really no threat. Not yet, at least. Looks like Hyper Glory team are not going to get there quite in time. Wave goes out. He's so low. Oh, it's already done. Oh, there comes the chaotic offering from Phonic. A Ravage on the return, and that got the Ravage. Here comes Vanscore. Big return of the ultimate, and now it's Navi looking to tear them all apart. Hairs will drop. CSMJ and Kaka slowed. 1 trap, 2 trap. Here comes Havost. Havost is able to chop on down, and Dendy gets the double. Now ZSMJ trying to walk away from this one, and will be able to get back, but a huge fight for Navi and a fantastic steal from Vanscore.
We were talking about why would you pick Tide into the Rubik here, and he was just able to instantly steal it, amazing stint, and then them fighting just before as the Aegis was taking for Navi, so it's not good. That's 1 tower down now, and pressuring the second one.
Big plays here from Navi. They look good. Always have that questionable hot and cold kind of a past as far as what Navi is going to be coming to this game. And they brought the real Navi for this one. Ooh, Upheaval even. This has sewn him back a bit. We haven't seen much of that yet this game, but That's going to certainly help out a lot when you have someone like a Jug on your side to get as much chops in as possible. And even even Dendi when he has that big damage spread. It looks like he's already got the Blade of Alacrity. Probably just a reliable Yasha to at least start things in.
Yeah, you got the minimum flow from Dendi's at 30% at the beginning, and then the chaotic, or no, at the end, and then at the beginning, the upheaval flow rate, it's at 21%. So if one person gets slowed, that's almost 70% at the beginning, and it'll eventually go down, tick down, but that's just a lot of slow, and you don't have an AoE Abaddon aphotic shield, so how are you gonna constantly be moving in these team fights? They don't have any solutions, and they kind of need diffusal blades too, just to deal with these chaotic offerings in my mind, but none of their heroes can pick it up, so the only way is their physical DPS onto the golems to bring them down.
Structures are fortified.
Hyper Glory team and their supports look very, very starved. Abaddon has yet to even get his precious level 6 borrowed time at about 15 minutes in. Just has the old Harry Potter getup of boots and a wand. And for the other side on Vengeful Spirit, just phase boots. Here comes Dendi. They drop down the sentry, but Kaka could be in trouble. Self-shield for now, but they wave on back and they get Dendi. Or at least they get his first life. And here comes the rest of Navi. HGT pops his Basket Madness and goes sprinting on forward. Can he catch on up? The range, it's been nerfed recently on the Omni Slash. Can he get close enough? Well, he gets close enough to start chopping him down. The slow. Boom! Now he unleashes his Omni Slash at maybe level 2, but they soak it up beautifully. And, well, it's just too far and away for Navi to catch on up.
Yeah, maybe HGT shouldn't have used that there. The Omni Slash, but
yeah.
They still have the chaotic offering, and now he has Axe completed on Funnick, so they can pressure if they want to, but most likely they'll just try to farm up a little bit more and wait for that to come back up.
I'm sorry, it just felt like he was so heroic there for a moment. He's like, I'll get him! I'll get him! He's like, I got it! And it's just like, you didn't really do a whole lot there, HGT, sorry, and you're just going a little too fast. We couldn't get up. And
like, I'll avenge you, Dendi. I'll avenge you for your
so
mistake,
angry. It's like, don't worry, dude. It was just my Aegis. I'm fine. You don't understand. I gotta get in there and do the job.
It's not completed until you go full host.
All right. So for now, Hyper Glory team. Bright side for them, Abaddon does get his level 6, so he has his borrowed time. He can be a lot more aggressive. It may seem like something small, but I don't know. Now he's able to kind of really toy with them out in the front, and not worry about really getting brought down so easily. Fan score, he doesn't really have the Ravage anymore, obviously. Very good work stealing it in that previous fight, and that is something Hyper Glory team really need to consider. Get that Anchor Smash out the second you pop it off, or at least make sure you secure Rubik inside said Ravage.
Nick, he's gonna
go
get
on to
good.
throw.
Immediate
Big
rock
turn
on
back,
him.
chaotic offering on to 4. They swap him back in, but Pretty All has to get the hell out of there, and now it's Funnick on the run. And here comes Dendi. Dendi steps forward. Big crit damage is going to be there. The borrowed time already did proc, and now your Abaddon is going to be taken down. Icy finds himself into a corner. He does have a TP to walk on out. Air. Uh-oh. Gets lifted up and zapped. Vos gets the kill on that one, and it's going to be 2 for none. As now Navi come down from the north. And that is an Agnems as well that was dropped from Funnick. I didn't even realize that till now, but he is grossly farmed on this Warlock.
There's not much stopping them, and Golbak finished up his mech a little bit earlier too. And, well, this is an army built for one purpose, to destroy HGT. I don't know, man. It doesn't look like there's anything to stop the Warlock this game. They have nothing for him.
Well, Hyper Glory team, they got to try. They got the Ravage. The tower goes down, and Havost is spinning his way out. Fanscore is just like walking right on in there. And they go ahead and drop the upheaval. They go back. They instantly take down the Vengeful Spirit. And Navi are going to look for back-to-back fights. Icy walks on out, and he gets slashed apart. No Ravage even going to be happening. Then they lose another 3.
That's a classical Navi move. They move back just a little bit, and then they re-engage instantly, just thinking that you think you can take the team fight, but no. They still have Hand of God. They still have mech. They weren't even used. Even if they had Ravage there, they can't even use the SMJ. God. The stun misses though. But starts off.
Pump
He's
fake.
gonna live for now, but this tower is not long for this world.
Tier 3 goes down. Rax is already exposed before 20 minutes even strikes, and Hyper Glory team, they lose 2 big back-to-back fights. Navi damn good. 12 to 3. This is looking a lot like the newbie game from previous.
Yeah, the 2 towers have just been taken down, and I don't know. It's not looking good at all for HGT. I'm glad to see Navi being coming back from that 0-3 start, like you were saying earlier, and putting the pedal to the pedal to the
Putting the metal to the pedal. Oh, all right.
All right, yeah.
If you're Havos, you're probably dishing a lot of metal, so I'll take that.
He's gonna be an honorary Navi person. I mean, so is Bendy. They've been on Navi for eternity. Might as well give him some medals.
Yeah. TA, one of his classics. He's definitely doing work here, even preserving the DD. Hey, why don't you show it off here? Oh, I see. Slips away. Still got his TP, but he's not using it quite yet. Does have the Ravage up. Team's not close, though. So he's just going to have to park it there for now. Then he's just assumed he's gone, but you never know. Okay, so he'll be fine. They walk back. Meanwhile, up and above, Goblak is the only pretty much lone ranger up here as he builds up a new army. He's got now 2 centaurs, so nice little start. And he picks up a Vlad's. It's a nice little grab. Not only just helps out himself and his army, but well, I guess it adds a bit of boost to... I was going to say Havos, but he's got Mask of Madness, but you know, whatever. The extra damage for his allies.
He's almost got his Manta, too, on Havos. Speaking of Havos, he's doing Havos things. Just going in. Making enemy TP constantly, making sure that they know where they keep tabs on the enemy at all times. So, even though his plays are very ballsy, I mean, it works out in the end. Just because you get some rotations here and there, and you don't know where Navi are sometimes.
I mean, you imagine a wild Havos running at you, and you're like, this guy's crazy. He might actually do it. So you're like, guys, get here now. And then he actually pulls back. You've been fooled.
Oh, air. One hit. Nice.
Oh, the chaotic offering from downtown comes out from Funnick, and air is going to be donezo. And just, I don't know if you ever gandered at the range of this thing, but he can plop it down from quite far. So there's not much you can do to escape. So with that, they take down their Shadow Fiend, who does have buyback, but it's only a 30-second death timer. They'll take this parade of golems and take it down mid. Already a half-lifed, a tower with half-life left here in the mid lane.
Well, they might even rotate top lane once they, what was stolen?
No, it was a swap. It was a 2-footer swap. Oh, he did take a swap. What did he get? Oh,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They could technically go top, but it's kind of risky. They'll just play it safe, farm up Funnick. He's 1,800 gold away basically from the refresher, and that just screams high ground to me. And HGT, they don't. Did you just see ZM7J? They're pinging it too. He just died to 2 golems from the right clicks. Oh no.
It's hard, man.
They need massive amounts of BKBs and...
Oh boy, and Funnick has already got his Oblivion Staff and Perseverance. He's going to have a refresher very soon.
How do HGT get back into this game, Dakota?
They pray.
Gotcha.
They hope that Navi's computers suddenly turn off and they don't go for the pause tactic.
They need to get another hero in the game. I think
top tower is under attack.
Maybe... I don't even know what other hero they could even get to help them out right now.
It's
Maybe
Navi's game to lose.
They have an axe right now. Yeah. No, it is their game to lose, and here comes the pressure. They don't even have the Warlock ulti, and they're coming high ground already.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Feeling pretty confident here. Havos moves in. They put the upheaval right in the middle. And what is Bristleback going to do? He can't even walk in there. He's stuck on the outside, looking in. My tower's going down. How the hell do I get close enough to get my quills off? Well, finally they lift the upheaval, and with that tier 3 goes down to about a 3rd life. And it was pretty much uncontested. So they wait for the next creep wave, and they might go for a rinse and repeat here.
Notice that ZSMJ does have an Invis rune, so if Juggernaut does use his ulti, he could possibly dispel it with the Invis rune, because they don't have any sentries or detection on the side of Navi.
Interesting. We'll see if that's the play he makes. Getting Havos to bait out the Omni Slash.
I predict the future. Predict the future. The problem is, though, the advanced score has the Blink Dagger. He can immediately just blink in, lift them, and then he possibly will be dead after the chaotic offering is dropped. So
There go the immediate raises, but the creeps are now inside the base. Ravage will end up flying out, but I got it, boys! And they take it right back. Ravage, chaotic offering. It is hell in a handbasket. Handed over to Hyper Glory Team, and it is going to be an absolute domination from Navi. 3-17.
Yeah, they got hell rain on them for sure. Shadow Team is no match for the Warlock. I think we know who the true demon is here. And really well played from Navi. They weren't even down at any point of the game, and it was just a really clean cut victory. Nice kill. Nice kill.
Navi go from 0-3 to 4-0. All right? Can we just put that out there? They end out day 2 of group stages going from 0-3. They're going to be now 4-3. So they have moved themselves up pretty damn fast. And for Hyper Glory Team, well, they currently stand at 2-4. Oh no, I think this is already updated. They are now 2-4. So
they're 2-5.
oh no, they are going to be 2-5.
They were
now.
2-4 before this.
Damn you, Liquipedia! Why couldn't you be updated on the second the game ended, huh? I could do your job. But no, so they're going to be 2-5. That puts them down pretty low, right alongside there with Tong Fu. So good stuff, man. We did it. We made it through our long marathon of casts, 9 best of 1s. And I hope you enjoyed it because, oh, goodness gracious. In 11 hours, less than 11 hours, we get to do it all over again. So hope we see a lot of the same faces back for that. RyuUboruZ, thanks for joining me again and closing out tonight. I don't think you're going to be with us tomorrow, but I think you will be back again at some point, I hope. I haven't looked too hard at this schedule. We'll see.
Sadly not.
We might squeeze you in there. You never know.
If you Call of Duty me.
I'll holler at you. I'll holler at a boy. I need him. But catch him out on his Twitter, of course, at RyuUboruZ Dota, and he's also trying to promote his Facebook. Go catch him on Facebook /RyuUboruZ Dota as well.
No, just
RyuUboruZ. RyuUboruZ. All right. Well,
yeah,
catch him
I'll make sure I put some naked pictures of KotLGuy when he was a young lad out there.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll
but yeah,
hunt you
thanks
down.
for having me, man. Oh yeah, I'll hunt you down. I'll probably tune in some games and watch you guys cast. And it's been fun. Like, this is one time of the year you would think, okay, well, we have a big, huge tournament. It's basically like TI5 all over again, or TI4, but just it's like a prequel to TI5, and it's just amazing just to watch everybody in the world coming together.
If this is a taste of what's to come for TI, and this is the meta we're going to be handed, I'm happy about that. It's always good to see axes, really bring in the dunks. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of jug and troll, but the fact of the matter is they like to fight. And that is something better than the old days of face rush, take buildings, and we get the GG at 15 minutes, and people are just, I'd rather be doing something else. But this is a good time for Dota, and I'm looking forward to more of it. I don't care if I'm here doing 14 hours of casts. It's Dota, so let's do it. And with that said, I'm going to sign off. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. VODs are going to be up at Beyond the Summits YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, be sure you follow up and support all those channels. We'll be back tomorrow, or, well, 11 hours, with more Dota action. See you later, folks.